Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks.
On the ready.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, tight. Hey, Foxtrot.
57 to Mike. 57.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They run, Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on third down. Herbert. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
How you get on the head?
Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go now. 18, Gator.
55 to Mike. Bound to lose one.
Ready?
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Michael Kendricks. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Bravo!
Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Now Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go now. 30 base. You draw horses.
To throw on second down. Herbert, and this one complete to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Strip the ball.
On the carry, it's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 5. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. He'll drop to throw. He will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Topper. Go. There.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Herbert. The open man is Smith. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Cook. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, 2.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught, and he's brought down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's go, 30 base. 54. Come on, dude. 5.
They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Anthony Sherman taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Set 50, plant.
Oh, you got deep? Tight end left, tight end left. You got 3. Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 14. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's just taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
60 outlaw. Go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert able to get this to Gordon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Now.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, box trap.
2nd and 6. Complete. Smith has it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Rudy Bates.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run forward with a fullback, Sherman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Anthony Sherman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
57 Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Man, I got you.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Homer, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Herbert, it's caught. Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook stripped. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That, Charles, the 1st interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the 1st one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. But thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
2nd and 3. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, watch the slant.
6-6, pull it high. Say go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll buy some time right. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Echo.
Check, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
On 1st down, Herbert. He's got Smith here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert. It's caught. On the right side, it's Smith.
Let's go, baby.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check through.
You're out.
Back.
Let go.
Off play action. Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Ready.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
57.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert lets it fly for Thielen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to, isn't it?